somehow we have to get this thing up there.
Ready?
Always.
So we'll see if it can go in this orientation with the thing in between the feet.
Yeah. Just there's a blob of epoxy.
Yeah, but if
there,
it's on the feet, then it's going to
okay.
be a bit higher than that.
Okay.
Ready? Ready?
Go.
Hold on, hold on.
Doesn't balance very well.
No, let's spin it around. Well, if we just hold on a second, we'll see if there's a foot in the middle. Ah, there's the condenser pipe in the middle.
Okay. Okay, I got it.
Do you? Okay.
Oh, no, it's all right. I got it.
Oh, okay.
Resting.
And backwards.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it?
I've got it.
Oi. Okay, got it.
You got it? All right, I'm getting down. Okay.
Careful. Okay, now lay it down carefully and I can tell you when it's going to hit something. So it's pivot it to the right, backwards, towards you. Bring it back more, you're going to hit something. Okay, now, no, pivot it, pivot, 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 pivot. Okay, now it can go down. Yep.
Okay, cool. Thanks. I'm going up the ladder now.
Yep.
Will you be able to feed it over to me from there?
Yes, if you are there holding this machine.
Okay, I'm going down. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Aye.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure. Okay, let's not drop this.
Let's not.
Right.
I've got it here.
Ooh.
Are you ready?
Okay. Careful. Yep. Oh, this is too tall for me, I think. Shit. Lay it down at space.
Okay, I've still got a hand on it.
Okay. I couldn't go up because of
No,
these.
the roof is in the way.
Okay, so we have to carefully, bit by bit, move it over and just try not to scratch it. And stop.
Stopping.
Okay, and go.
And again.
And go. Okay, now I have to get up here. So, are you okay?
I got it.
Up. So we have to kind of go up and over it in one go.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
Just
go.
watch the truss behind you as well.
Yep, I'm watching it in my...
Hang on. Okay, I'm not very stable on this.
Up. Can you go up?
No, hang on. I need to... Okay, I got it.
Up.
And down. Nice one.
Okay.
The platform was pivoting.
Let's
Okay.
Let's see how many scratches we got on it.
Well, fortunately, we're going to put it in a cupboard.
Luckily, yeah. It's just some blocker pieces. And we have this grill, which is for the outside. Okay, so this is the external one if we decide to go through the roof.
Okay, yeah. It's big, isn't it?
It is big. Kind of makes sense.
Okay. let's move that one out. I'll move that out of the way for now.
Just put it over the timber.
Yeah.
Also big.
Instructions.
Quite tall. Well, we're going to bring that off the ground, hey?
Yeah. So today we're working on the ventilation system installation. We're not going to get it all installed today because even though we haven't done much yet, we've already made some changes to our original plans and we're going to need to get some more parts. So what we're going to do this morning is work out where we think everything is going to go so that we can order those parts and then get this thing all up and running before the winter.
So a quick ventilation lesson, let's call it, for those who...
We are not qualified to teach about this.
You know it. But I'll explain what it is so that you understand why we're doing this. It is a mechanical ventilation heat recovery unit. It's basically so that we don't have to open and close our windows every day to let some fresh air in. The unit will bring in fresh air from the outside, filters it in this big unit so that it takes out all the pollens and stuff that's in the air, and then pushes it into the rooms where we have a inlet pipe, and then there will be outlet pipes that suck out the hot and humid air, bring it back for this, recover the heat, and then pump the hot air outside.
So which rooms get in and which rooms get out?
So the rooms that get fresh air are all the bedrooms, the dining room, the lounge. We're going to have one up here or two up here in the loft as well. And then the rooms that you take the air from are things like the kitchens and the bathrooms and the utility room, where there is a higher prevalence of hot and humid air. We'll also have a out from up here in the loft because this is where all the heat rises to, obviously. So we now have to try and find the location for this unit, and then we need to work out how we're going to put holes in the stone wall to actually connect to the outside. And we need to order some more parts because we have all these parts to go through the roof. Now we need to swap them for bits that will go through the wall.
So one thing that we do know is it's all going to go on this back wall somewhere.
Yeah, it's the height of this that is a little bit concerning. I don't remember which ports.
So this one here is in from the outside. Okay. This one is out.
So we need total height, that's about 110, so about 120. Okay.
Well, what's the measurement to underneath the window?
It would just fit. So you'd be building a shelf out.
That would be weird though.
That would be weird.
Yeah, okay.
Well, we should check where the filters are. I think they're all at the front.
That looks like that panel comes off. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the two filters there.
Okay,
cool.
Let's try it around the other way.
So the thing that this restricts because of its depth is if you have a door here, then your eaves can only come out to the...
So let's spin this back round again, so at least it's closer to the correct side. We're getting...
I don't want to go under that tie if I can avoid it.
Well then where would we go?
We'd have to go there.
And then we're losing a huge amount of space.
Yeah, no, or you just have to turn it, a couple more bends on it.
Yeah, I think fewer bends is better.
Fewer bends is better. Okay, so the thing is, this looks like a really good candidate, simply because it's not got huge, massive stones. And, I mean, we have this, it's supporting the rafters, so we don't need to worry about the rafters. I'm just a little bit worried about the Roman tiles.
Yeah, me too.
How we carefully take a hole through this wall.
And it's not a small hole either.
No, it's a large hole. That's a big stone there. I'm already hating this idea.
Okay, so let's say for now we're going out through this way and in that way.
Coming from there into the machine.
Underneath the dragon tie.
Yeah.
So that's the in and the out to the outside. We then also have out and in inside. We could go one on this side and one on that side.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not suggesting we do this, I'm saying it's an option.
Yeah, I was trying to look at a way we could stack them with one coming out horizontally and one coming out vertically. Because if you stack them, all the green pipe then ends up in the same place.
That's true. And it could be like
it could
this.
be, yeah, exactly, depending on which one has the more complicated pipes. So this to here would be easy. It's the other one.
Yeah, and this is not very long for that reason.
Oh, I thought it was more extendable.
So that's it.
Okay, that's it.
I mean, that barely does that.
Yeah, so we could build some...
We can raise them up.
Yes. I mean, this has got... Something has to be glued on there. You're not going to glue that silver stuff onto there. You're going to glue the fixed stuff onto there.
Yeah. Okay, so they could go like that.
And this one here, and then let's slide it backwards to where it would be. See what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying. It's going to get difficult hooking all that green stuff in over there.
For the third one.
So fresh air.
Fresh air.
From here. Can you pass me that silver thing? This flexy thing here.
Okay, so that can't get a bend on it.
We need like a curve and a straight piece. Yeah, like that. Exactly. And I still haven't worked out how these two join.
I'm not too sure either. It's weird, isn't it?
So a straight piece here, a couple of unions to join that together. Okay, it is the end of what was a much longer day than I anticipated of thinking, moving, positioning, questioning everything, moving everything again. But I think we've now got a pretty good idea of where all this stuff is going to go, how it's all going to be connected, and where we're going to be going through the stone wall to the outside for the fresh air inlet and for the exhaust out. We've also made a parts list of all of the bits that we're missing to connect it all up. So we need to go and source those. And there's one thing that we don't have and we don't know how to do yet, which is create a hole in the wall and reinforce it so we don't crush the fairly soft foam ducting. So that's where we're at right now.
One other thing we have to do, and I have done a little bit of it up here already, is these stone walls obviously have a lot of dust and crap that is falling inwards. But also you can just see to the outside of the Roman tiles and there's some sunlight coming in.
Not ideal.
So what we're going to do is on just the stone part, we're going to just put some plaster over it. So some hemp-based plaster to stop any sunlight, drafts, bugs, etc. And then when all that is done, in this ladder wall that we have here, we're going to use up all of the leftover insulation from the roof. There's loads of it. That we'll just put in and insulate that tiny little piece of wall. So, because very shortly we are going to install this ventilation equipment, I want to get all of that done behind where it will be before we start putting pipework and ducting everywhere. So that kind of corner where all the equipment's going to be, I need to just go around and do all the plastering behind there.
Step by step.
Yeah, exactly. Just let me find an example. Maybe this section is actually not so bad. There we go. Actually, this side is pretty good. Right, let me take you into the corner. Come all the way in there. You can see that tiny bit of light. And there's a few of those. There's another one in that corner there. There, another tiny little bit. And that's where things like bugs and drafts and God knows what will come in. So, gotta close all those up. So even though we're going to put insulation in front of this, what we don't want is a load of bugs and stuff getting in behind the insulation, creating nests, doing whatever bugs do, eating all the stuff. So this is just giving it a bit of a layer of protection. Always need to get a torch on the outside so I can actually see if there's any light gaps. Okay, I think that one's done. And chuck some on the wall just to keep all the dust and crap from falling into the room. Perhaps a little bit too wet for the wall part. Oh.
So it might not feel like we did a huge amount in this video, but this has been a really important piece of work for us. And I guess it's a bit of a snapshot into some of the thinking and the planning and the problem solving and the changing of planning that we do all the time when we're working on this renovation. But we successfully got the unit up into the loft. We successfully worked out exactly where it's going to go and how all of the different parts are going to be connected with all the ducting and the grey distribution boxes and the silver flexi thing, although we still haven't really worked out how that attaches to stuff. We've worked out where we're going to put the holes through the wall to the outside for the in and the out. We do still need to work out how we're going to reinforce those holes so it doesn't crush the tube. And Kylie did some plastering in some very unusual positions. So we're hoping to do the rest of the install in the not too distant future, so do stick around for future episodes. Hit subscribe, like the video if you like the video, all that kind of stuff. We will see you next time. Bye for now.